And a big welcome back to Everett Community College as the Elite Eight continues. We have a great match set up between the Linn-Benton Roadrunners and the Walla Warriors. They will do battle as they will decide who will play Peninsula in the Final Four as the crowd files in. We welcome you to stay tuned to STSPN as we give you great coverage of this Elite Eight matchup. Before we send you away, we'd like to remind you today's game brought to you by the NWAC. Fans, be sure to check out the NWAC on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for all the latest NWAC news. Also, visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you. For them. Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
So we welcome you back as we're getting set up for this second Elite Eight matchup of the day. Again, we had a good one earlier between Peninsula and South Puget Sound. Peninsula beating Puget Sound 69-59 and advancing into the Final Four as we get a look at our officiating crew for this contest. Taking care of it for us today is going to be Mark Bartoff, Ben Wolf, and Derek Davis. A big thank you to those gentlemen. They've done a great job all tournament and will continue to do so throughout this game and next weekend. Again, the championships, Final Four, and All-Stars will take place next weekend here at Everett Community College. STSPN will have coverage, as will the NWAC Sports Network. And we're just about ready to get things up and rolling in this Elite Eight matchup. Again, to get here, the Walla Warriors had to take down a very scrappy Centralia team by a final score of 84-80. And the Linn-Benton Roadrunners had to do the same to an Edmonds team that gave them a hard time, 81-72. And later today, we have more Elite Eight action as the Spokane Sasquatch will take on the Portland Panthers. And the last Elite Eight game today at 8 p.m., the Everett Community College Trojans, the hosts, will take on the North Idaho Cardinals. Introductions underway here at Everett Community College, and we're just about ready to get things off and rolling. So stick around. We'll be right back with tip-off. So as introductions conclude, we'll take you through the starters, beginning with Walla. Brandon Porter, Damon Thacker, Landon Radliff, Jared Anderson, and the big man himself, Jake Albright, will round things out. For the Roadrunners, Trent Van Cleve, Trey Ecker, Taylor Jensen, Bailey Evers, and Cooper Gitzfried will get things going. As we head to center court, it's going to be Albright facing off against Gitzfried in the center, and we're about ready for tip-off. Again, 2018 Men's Basketball Elite 8 here on STSPN. And away we go. Going to end up easily in the hands of Thacker. Thacker will attempt to make his way around Van Cleve. And Van Cleve comes away with the steal. They try to get it to Ecker. And Ecker is not able to keep the ball in play. So it's going to be Walla Walla basketball from their own baseline. And it'll be Radliff to bring the ball back in play. Once we have the okay from the officials, and there we go. So Thacker and Van Cleve making their way across half court. They go to Radliff. And an early foul. This one is going to be on Radliff. That's, Albright. That's Albright's first personal. It looked like the official had signaled 2 instead of 20 for a moment. Van Cleve pushing up. They go back out to Evers. Evers pushes. And here comes Van Cleve, and one. So the Roadrunners get on the board first. And here's an opportunity for Van Cleve to make it a 3-point play. That is the first personal on Damon Thacker. And the shot from Van Cleve, no good. Thacker will bring it back down out of the sky. Trying to get around Jensen, has to do a little handoff play to Radliff. And Radliff is not able to get it across in time, a 10-second violation. So the Roadrunners defense proving a little too much to handle for Walla Walla early. Van Cleve will bring the ball in for the Roadrunners. Thacker right in front of them, arms up. Will go on the outside to Evers. Ecker will bring it in to Gitzfried. Gitzfried up and no good. Radliff will bring it back. Radliff up the near sideline. Goes to Albright. Albright fights his way to the net, but no good. And the rebound is won by Ecker. Ecker, one-on-one with Radliff, will pull up and wait for teammates. He'll give the ball off to Jensen. Jensen, step back, fires 2, and it's good. So Radliff using a screen set up by Albright, shooting 3, no good. And ball is won by Anderson. Thacker works his way up past Gitzfried, and the foul, offensive foul on Thacker. So it'll be Roadrunner basketball from their own baseline. Jensen set to do the honors. A 4-0 lead for the Roadrunners. Jensen brings the ball into Van Cleve. Van Cleve trying to fight his way up. And Jensen from downtown, no good. Out of bounds, and the ball will go to Walla Walla. They'll take it from their baseline. 18 minutes even remaining here as we get a look at some of the fine folks who came out to attend today's game. And Radliff will begin to make his way up. He'll dump off to his teammate Tiller, and now Radliff pushing matters and will not come up with anything. And outside three, no good that time from Evers. And Radliff wasting no time, and it's finished off. Some fantastic work in this run. Now on the board is Walla Walla, 4-2. Van Cleve moving the ball. Pulls up for two and makes it look easy. Radliff over to Tiller. Tiller, go reverse direction here, and there's a foul. This one is going to be on Gitzfried. So it's going to be Warrior basketball from the near sideline, just to the left of the media table. And Tiller all set to bring it in now that we have the blessing of the official. Finds Radliff, who will give it right back to him. Up he pushes, and a foul. That one again on Gitzfried. Oh, pardon, not on Gitzfried, that one on Radliff. You get a look over there at the Walla Walla bench. Not a lot of happy faces so far. Again, we are early in the contest. It is a 4-point lead for the Roadrunners. They give to Van Cleve. Van Cleve, and now Gitzfried. Van Cleve again. Bought up Ecker, and some good defense there from Albright and Radliff to make sure that ball's not finished off. Radliff trying to make his way up the left side. Finds Anderson. And here comes Albright, but he's not able to finish it off. There is a foul on the play, however. And that foul on Gitzfried. So Albright will go to the free throw line. So Albright all set up to go. First shot up and easy, no problem. So new Roadrunner will check into the game. And he'll take up position on the near side. That's Everett Brandt. And now Van Cleve will make his way, gives it off to his teammate there. Mid-range two, no good that time from Evers. Ecker directing traffic, will give off to Van Cleve. And now Jensen looking for an open man, finds Evers. Evers pushing up and not able to finish it off. Albright with the rebound. And now Radliff. Radliff looking for an open man. Long contested three, no good. Porter trying to finish it off, no good. Anderson trying to come in, and it's won by Van Cleve. And Van Cleve up, no good. However, a foul. They're going to call this one on Ecker. That's Ecker's second personal. It is the team's fifth, and Van Cleve will shoot. Van Cleve set from the line. Shot up and good. Roadrunners a chance to go up 8-3, and a new slew of Roadrunners will check into the game. We'll have names for you in just a quick second. as Van Cleve is all set up to go. Shot up, and no good. Coming away with the rebound, however, Van Cleve, they'll go out to Van Cleve again. They'll get right back. Harvey playing catch now with Van Cleve. And the Roadrunners that checked in are Riley Davis, Carter Flora, and Adam Harvey. Van Cleve goes over to Harvey. Harvey with 4 seconds on the shot clock. 2-1, shot up and no good. Davis on the rebound. And there it goes again, no good. And finally coming away with something is Harvey. Harvey pulls up, goes backwards. So a little bit of time now. Van Cleve directing some traffic. He'll go up toward the net now, being contested hard by Porter. And Davis back into the hands of Harvey, pushing up, and that one's off the shoulder of Davis, able to keep it in play. Goodness, what a play by Davis. Shot clock down to 5 again. Shot up and no good from Van Cleve. And it's going to be Roadrunner basketball. And a timeout will be taken by Walla Walla. So you can see the frustration over there on that bench as we step away. A 7-3 ball game with 14-12 remaining in the first half.
I'm an STCU member. The windstorm of 2015, who doesn't remember that? They had no power, were the heaters, the horse trough was a 600-pound block of ice. STCU stepped up. I went straight down. I got the loan I needed. If it hadn't been for STCU and the ability to provide everything I needed, where would I have been? I'm Danny Horton, and STCU is here for good.
So we rejoin the action with another quick look at the Walla Walla bench, trying to get something going, as this normally dynamic offense has been stymied thus far. So Thacker checks back in for Walla Walla. He'll do the honors from his own baseline. 14-12 remaining in this first half, as now we have the okay from the officials. We'll give the ball into Radcliffe. Radcliffe making his way up. Goes over to Thacker. Thacker right back to Porter. Porter back to Radcliffe. Radcliffe to Albright. Porter wide open three. No good. Coming down with the rebound is Brandt, and they'll go outside to Harvey for three. No good. So now Radcliffe coming up with a full head of steam. Take a step back, goes for the three, no good either. And that is going to be Roadrunner basketball. So doing the honors from the baseline will be Carter Flora. He will bring the ball back in play. Looks like he'll do so by giving off to his teammate Morsa. Morsa dumps it off to Davis. Davis will give it over. And now they're going to be a turnover right over here on the near sideline. Again, we have more Elite Eight action for you as we take another look at the Walla Walla bench. As you can see, coming out of the game there was Anderson. Radcliffe with the rock. Makes his way across half court. Give it off to his teammate. And now with the ball is Engstrom. And a foul. And that foul is going to be on Tyus Kitchen. That's his first personal. Team 7th. And here comes Morsa. Morsa trying to find Harvey. Instead, he'll go out of bounds off the palm of Harvey as the clock brings us down to 13:03. Still a low-scoring game, 7-3 so far. Radliff trying to make his way around Harvey. Brandt now in his way. And they go to Engstrom. Engstrom back outside the kitchen, and here goes Radliff, who is going to be fouled. Foul is going to be on Harvey. That is Harvey's first personal. And a timeout will be taken by the Roadrunners. So again, Walla Walla have been stymied thus far, but so have the Roadrunners, to be completely fair. And pardon, not a timeout taken. Looked like one was signaled for. And here goes Thacker. Again, both teams have been dry for a while in the scoring category. Porter with the rock now, pushing and firing a good three-pointer to make it a one-point game. Jensen on the outside, making his way up and no good, and can't finish it off that time, is Gitzfried. So they go to Kitchen for three. Splashdown. So with the rock now, it's going to be Evers. And now Ecker. Ecker will give right back to Gitzfried. Gitzfried able to keep it in, but it's going to end up in the hands of Porter. Porter up and in, courtesy of Engstrom. And now the timeout is signaled for by the Roadrunners. So the Warriors opened up scoring, and now some looks of frustration on the other bench. So we'll step away as the tide seem to have shifted at Everett Community College. So the tables have turned a little bit as Walla Walla now leads 11-7 with 11:36 remaining in the first half. And Van Cleve with the ball will dump it back off to Ecker. Ecker in to Gitzfried, who puts it up and in for two. So quick response after the timeout, again wisely taken by the Roadrunners. As Thacker tries to move his way around, they give to Engstrom. Engstrom to Porter from downtown, no good. Ecker with the ball, pulls up, shoots three, in and out. So close, but no good. And now Radliff. Shot up and no good. Van Cleve coming away with it. Pushing the paint now, and now Jensen pulls up from 11 for two. Ten and a half minutes remaining, and we are tied at 11. In a very low-scoring affair thus far, as Thacker able to drain along two. Nearly stolen by Radliff that time. And now Jensen takes a quick step up, and in it goes. Heavily contested, but not enough for Jensen. 13 all after the bucket. Radliff trying to go through, and now Thacker. No good from downtown. Get another long three from Thacker. This time, splashdown. Second time's the charm for Thacker in this case. Here comes Jensen. So back and forth goes the scoring here in the latter part of the first half. Pushing up, Thacker will go back outside. Porter! No good, rebound Jensen, and Jensen's fouled. Foul that time coming from Kitchen. That's his second personal, and a timeout will be taken by the Warriors. So things continue to get hot here at Everett Community College. We'll be right back after this. So back we go with 9 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first half as we get another look at the beautiful facility that the fine folks at Everett Community College are using to host this fantastic event. Again, men's and women's basketball live from Everett. We'll come back next weekend for Final Four, All-Star, and Championship games. Have those games right here for you on STSPN. We'll look forward to having you back. And we have a couple more games a little later today. At 6 p.m., Spokane will take on Portland. And at 8 p.m., Everett will take on North Idaho. So we get another look at the Walla bench. Again, scoring has been at somewhat of a premium so far in the first half. It's a very low-scoring affair. 16-15 is where we stand at the moment, as everything is now being sorted out by the officiating crew. Players making their way back onto the court. Again, a foul on Jensen ended right before the timeout began, so we'll see what happens here as Jensen lines up at the free throw line. And he's all set. He'll shoot the 1-and-1. Shot up and good, easy. So ties us up at 16. Opportunity to take a 1-point lead. Again, 9:20 remaining in the first half. And no good. The rebound there from Anderson will give right off to Thacker. Thacker right to Anderson. Anderson to Porter. Pulls up. Three is no good. Getting the rebound, however, is Thacker. Thacker back to Anderson. And Porter again. Radliff up and opportunity for three. So the and one opportunity for Radliff. Will shoot to make this a 19-16 lead. Shot up and good. So a long bucket separating the two teams at the moment. They give over to Ecker. Ecker and Getsfried is fouled by Engstrom. So Getsfried will go to the line. So Getsfried ready. Will drain number one, so get the opportunity to finish off the 1-and-1. Setting up at the line again, here we go. Shot number two is good. So an entire new team makes its way on for the Roadrunners. 5 substitutions. As you get a look over there at the Roadrunners bench, ever-changing group of guys out there. That's the way Coach Everett likes it. Everybody's playing, everybody's doing a fantastic job, and not a lot of repetition then for the opponents to see and get used to. And shot up and good from Engstrom. Brandon Ford was right in front of them, but some good moves out there by Engstrom to make sure it goes through. Morsa with the basketball. Give off to Davis. Davis on the outside will give over to Ismay. Ismay up, and it can't be finished off. Coming back with it, Ford. Ford pushing up and puts it in for 2. So 21-20. And Radliff pulls up as if he was going to shoot 3. Instead, gives over to Thacker. And a whistle. We'll wait to hear what it is. And the foul is going to be on Brandon Ford. That's his first personal, team 6th. Ball comes in, Anderson with it. They give back over to Thacker. Thacker right over to Radliff. Radliff pushing the matter himself and is fouled. And that foul also on Ford. That'll be his second personal. And that'll send Radliff to the line. Crowd falls silent, and here comes the first shot, and that's good, no problem. 22-20 as you get a look over there at the Roadrunner bench. Again, things were all Roadrunners all the time at the beginning of the half, and lately it's become much more even. See how they try to get back in to the original Roadrunners team that showed up. Outside they go to Morsa. Morsa pushing up, pulls back, and can't finish off 2. So here goes Radliff. Radliff goes back out to Porter. Porter a step to the left. They go to Thacker. Thacker, long 3, splash down from downtown. Thacker been having himself a dandy of a game thus far. It's a 26-20 game, as scoring has become less of a premium for both sides lately. More so with the rock, working his way around Thacker. And Morsa with the 2, and that's good. Little spinner on his way toward the corner. 4-point differential. Thacker pitches it over to Radliff. Radliff using the screen set up by Engstrom. And a foul. So on the foul committed by Matt Ismay, it's going to send Engstrom to the line. He'll shoot the 1-and-1. First shot is up and no good. Rebound Radliff. Radliff for 3 and he drains it. Now wasting no time. Here comes Ismay over to Ford, and Ford able to collect a couple. Now a 5-point deficit for the Roadrunners. 3 from Thacker, and it's good. So 32-24 the score. They go to Ismay. Ismay into Ford. Ford up and good. And a quick correction, it's Jacob Sundquist who put it away. And stolen away by Linn-Benton. Ismay, 1-on-4, wisely holds up, waits for Ford to get there, and nearly stolen away. And here comes Morsa trying to get to the ball, and Thacker puts a huge hit on Morsa. Goodness. The Linn-Benton Roadrunners wanting a technical on Thacker. Well, it was a tackle made by Thacker at the baseline. I mean, oh my goodness. So, as things are discussed, again, Thacker just with a vicious hit at the end of the play. Seeing how exactly this is going to play out. At the moment, it's going down as a personal. When you take a look here, Morsa getting back up, and Thacker going right into the back. Doesn't look like he was going for the ball at all, just trying to put a hit on Morsa. My goodness. So officials are looking at it again at the table. So again, at the moment, it's going down as a personal foul. Also maybe looking at who touched the ball last, whether it was Morsa or Thacker. So interesting first half, to say the least. Started out in a rather low-scoring affair as we get another look at it. Both players on the ground. Morsa able to get to his feet first, going after the ball, and Thacker just puts a, no, that's just a vicious hit. Right through there, and you see the arms wrapped around the sternum and shoulder area. You gotta wonder if he was going for the ball at all. So now a conversation there between the officials. Again, have been doing a fantastic job in this contest. And both teams resting at their benches at the moment as we await the verdict from the gentleman you see there. Again, Mark Bartoff, Ben Wolf, and Derek Davis, the officiating crew. So we take one more look while things are discussed. Hey, you just take, oh boy. So that looks painful no matter what angle or how many times you see it. Things continue to be discussed down there at the officials' table. And now they're going to bring both coaches over to where the officials are now. So discussions continue here. Again, a truly brutal hit from Thacker to the body of Morsa. So things continue to be discussed. So a technical foul is the verdict on Thacker. And the first shot is good. Again, Morsa was absolutely smashed on the other side. He'll get the opportunity to shoot again. That one's no good. So in comes a brand new Roadrunners team with this substitution. So Roadrunners with the basketball. Van Cleve will move it across half court. Trying to find an open man, finds Jensen. And now pushing up will go over to Ecker, who can't finish it off. The rebound by Engstrom. 4:45 remaining in the first half of play. It's a 32-27 lead for the Warriors. And a bricked three there, and Anderson lobs it out of bounds. And they're going to say it stays with the Warriors. Don't know who that would have caught a piece of, but it's Warrior basketball. Porter, quick little handoff. And they'll get back to Porter. Porter feigns three, goes up to Engstrom. Engstrom pushing up and finishing off two. 4 minutes left in the first half. Ecker with the rock will give off to Evers. Evers over to Van Cleet, who can't drain the three. Radliff pushing up and can't finish it off. Rebound Porter. And there's a foul on the near side that'll take us to the other. And now everybody will go to the bench. Say timeout is called, so we step away. Been an interesting first half, to say the least. And we will be right back. So we welcome you back to the action. Van Cleet will go to the line. He will shoot. 34-27 is the score. So here comes the opportunity to make it a two-possession game. Shot from Van Cleet is good. Get another one. Van Cleet ready, and not that time. Rebound by Anderson, who will give it right off to Porter. So within 4 minutes, 3:40 to be exact, it is a 34-28 game, a 6-point game. And there's a foul. This one going to be on Everett Brandt. So Engstrom will go to the line. And checking in now is going to be Harvey. He'll replace Trey Ecker. See him head back to the bench there. Engstrom up and good. Get the opportunity to finish off the 1-and-1. Shot up and good. So Van Cleet with the ball now on the far sideline, moving toward the middle, and now coming toward the near, going to the corner to Harvey. Harvey into Sundquist. Sundquist looking for an open man. Instead, it's going to go back a little bit. Van Cleet able to get to it. Tripped up a bit is Anderson. Pushing up is Van Cleet for two. 36-30 with 3 minutes remaining. And Radliff isn't able to finish it. Neither is Engstrom. And coming away with the ball is Evers. Nearly intercepted by Radliff. Harvey pushing up. And now the three is no good from Sundquist. And a foul. So we'll go to the opposite side of the gym to enforce that. So a couple of shots will be taken. All set up. And the first one is good from Forrest Smith. That is the first point that Smith has collected in this contest so far. 2 minutes and 43 seconds remain. Able to knock him down. So Van Cleet. And now Jensen. Jensen pushing a bit, has to take a step back, pulls away for two, no good. Engstrom on the rebound. Porter pushing matters himself, takes a quick round step by trying to find Engstrom, and there's a foul. This one's going to be on Riley Davis. That is the second personal on Davis. 2:10 remaining in the first half. An 8-point lead for Walla Walla, as you can see over at the bench. Coach observing the situation, trying to see how they could make this lead a little bit bigger before we head into halftime. And there is a good start as the first one is knocked down by Engstrom. So we'll set up for shot number two, make it an even 40 points. Shot from Engstrom is good. Van Cleet. And Evers will give it on out. And Van Cleet will get it back. Outside, and here's a long three from Evers, no good, and it will go out of bounds off the rim, so it'll be Warrior basketball from their own baseline. Looking for an open man. Finds Forrest Smith, and he'll get the ball right back. Crossing half court. Finds Engstrom. Engstrom with a quick handoff to Smith. Smith will give off to Porter. Shot clock at 9 seconds. Porter pulling in and stolen away by Van Cleave. Up to the paint he goes and puts it away for two. So a minute and 13 seconds remaining. Here goes Radliff and a foul. And that foul is going to be on Ismay. That's his second personal. And Radliff all set to shoot. Up and good on the first one. A bucket here would make it a 10-point game. Shot is up and good. Then Cleve with the ball on the far sideline, moves toward the middle. Uncontested three, no good. Rebound, Engstrom. So within the final minute, it'll be Radliff on the near sideline. Radliff pulls up the three, no good. Rebound, Jensen. Jensen doing a little battle with Porter to get through, and here's three from Evers. Splash down. 33 seconds remaining. Radliff taking his time. 4 seconds the difference between the shot clock and game clock. And timeout called by Walla. So with 19 seconds left, they'll see how they can widen the margin. We step away, 42 to 35.
Training is definitely making myself better, but I know that it's going to end up making my teammates better.
You have to know your teammate and know what they need.
The cohesion on the field and off the field is what makes everyone strong.
Being on a team, you know it's not just you out there.
I would do anything for the player next to me, behind me, in front of me.
Get a quick look at the scoreboard here. It is a 42-35 game with 19 seconds remaining. And we're about ready to resume play here. Walla called a timeout not too long ago. And Forrest Smith trying to bring it in. Couldn't find Radliff, who was his first choice. Engstrom will move now. Radliff with the ball. The shot clock and game clock the same thing. Down to 10 seconds. Now Porter will give over to Smith. We're on the shot clock at 1, and no good. So 2 seconds remaining. The long three, no good. So with the first half officially done, it is a 42-35 score. The Walla Warriors with the advantage. Take a quick look at the hoops being used, and we will step away. Teams headed into the tunnels for halftime.
Training is definitely making myself better, but I know that it's going to end up making my teammates better.
You have to know your teammate and know what they need.
The cohesion on the field and off the field is what makes everyone strong.
Being on a team, you know it's not just you out there.
I would do anything for the player next to me, behind me, in front of me.
Practicing day in and day out, trying to be the best me so they can be the best them. It's like a sisterhood that you have with those girls.
It's just really empowering. They're all doing crazy things. And you want to be like them and you want to push yourself like them.
Motivates me to work harder, to get faster, quicker.
Pushing each other so hard, all for the same goal. And then when you accomplish it, that's the best feeling in the world.
Once you tap into that, I think you're unstoppable.
And a big welcome back to Everett Community College. Wes Tucker here, and I made a few new friends. How are you guys doing today? Doing all right, doing all right. So, you guys have a big Elite Eight matchup coming up. You got any thoughts coming into this?
I guess I'll start off by saying we've seen Spokane before. It was a good game, so we're looking forward to playing. You know, got to play hard. I feel like we started off kind of iffy yesterday, but picked it up, you know, played good defense, and came out on our favor.
So is anything going to change in your game plan since the last time you saw these guys?
I mean, just stay big. We know they have a big guy down low, so as long as we, you know, control him and kind of get in the way of their in and out game, we should be fine.
All right, so you guys with a win today can secure a Final Four spot next weekend. You're seeing a lot of good basketball down here. A little bit of a slow start, but boy, has it picked up toward the end. Got our first technical foul of the tournament as well. So we're seeing some very aggressive play down there. What are your thoughts on what you're seeing downstairs?
The level is just intensifying every day further we get closer to the championship. That's it, really.
And I just want to say that I thought I was tall at 6'4", everybody at home, but this is nuts. So it's always good to have you guys up here.
Thank you.
Big congratulations on making it this far, and best of luck to you guys in the future. So we'll be right back with more after this.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye? That when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid?
See ya!
Right at it, right at it. Oh! He's done it again! So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
And we're back at Everett Community College. Wes Tucker here hanging out with a couple of old friends of mine from Spokane. Good to see you guys back up here.
Good to see you too.
So you guys played a really hard-fought game yesterday and got a chance to come out to the Elite Eight. So what was mindset at halftime? There was not a lot going correctly either way.
You know, we just had to stick with our game plan, play defense, get stops, and we knew if we did that we could control the game and get a W and get here today.
Right, we're seeing a lot of great aggressive play on the court right now. Again, I mentioned earlier, our first technical of the tournament has been handed out. Truly interesting play to say the least down there. So are you guys expecting something just as physical going into your next game?
Yeah, you know, they're a physical team. They're big. So one thing is rebounding and then just handling the physicality aspect of it. They've been letting a couple calls go, but letting the players play. So we can ask for nothing else about that.
And you guys have seen this team before. So is there going to be anything changes? Any keep the same game plan against them? What do you think is going to happen?
We made some defensive changes kind of to react what they're going to do. Biggest thing is just rebounding. They're big, and they get a lot of second chance points. So if we can hold them to one and done and then get them out in transition, I think we'll do pretty well.
All right, so it sounds like your key is just getting the ball back after the shot. All right, so we'll see how well that works out, and I wish you guys best of luck. Congratulations on making it to the Elite Eight.
Thank you.
We'll see if they can make it to a run in the Final Four. You can catch this game just a little bit after this one's over. We still got another half of this Elite Eight matchup, so don't you go anywhere. More from Everett Community College after this.
Historic, unique, exciting. As challenges continue to test the mettle of Americans, your community has to depend on willing citizens just like you to answer the call and respond to local disasters and other times of crisis. You may be surprised to find out who we are and what we do. In fact, it could actually be your story too. The Air National Guard.
From the arrival of the first colonies in the New World until today, communities across America have depended on their own local patriotic citizens to be available for extraordinary challenges as a part-time militia guard. For over 300 years, they have been in every war and rushed to the scene of every natural disaster. At the turn of the 20th century, when airplanes were used for various military needs, the State National Guard units flew for domestic use as well as preparing for wartime needs.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
It soon became clear that the professional use of aircraft was very important to the United States. After World War II, Congress created the United States Air Force and transformed the aviation units at local guard units into the Air National Guard. Now, in more than 130 communities across the United States, the Air National Guard covers a wide variety of jobs, nearly 200 part-time and full-time career opportunities. Each location can host any number of unique missions, and each one of these missions includes many exciting jobs waiting for you to master.
As our name suggests, air means you could be involved with aviation efforts, including space and cyberspace, volunteering for both state and federal needs. An excellent example is the Combat Air Patrol mission. The units assigned to this vital mission have fighters that are on alert, ready to scramble at a moment's notice, protecting local communities from aircraft entering unauthorized airspace. But not just pilots are involved. Munition specialists, aircraft mechanics, and airfield operations specialists are needed to keep these missions flying.
Nowadays, everything is very high quality electronics and very digitized. So what I do is I maintain and make sure these F-16s have the correct components, have the highest upgraded digital systems installed.
In recent years, through remote technologies, serving overseas may actually take place at your local Air Guard unit. You could be protecting ground troops overseas or carrying out other missions through remote piloted aircraft and space satellite operations. As a part of the elite battlefield airmen units, you could be selected and trained to operate alongside all other special operations forces. With your rigorous training and exceptional talents, you could be expected to go beyond the front lines, identifying enemy targets, protecting troop movements against ambushes, and rescuing military and civilian personnel trapped behind enemy lines. The Air Guard also has several units where medics are trained and involved in aeromedical evacuation, a specialized flying triage mission, stabilizing and protecting military members and civilians injured during any number of conflicts or natural disasters. And since all of these operations occur in the air, a variety of weather specialists, from traditional weather forecasting all the way to battlefield weather specialists, are needed to ensure operations are conducted safely and successfully.
We are the Air National Guard, and national means that you will be serving our local communities and states by responding to the needs of your state's governor as well as national interests. We have the unique honor of being on the front lines of protecting and responding to the American homeland and its needs. You will be challenged and tested using the skills you learned in the Air National Guard to respond to emergencies from local flooding relief to attacks here in the United States. As a battlefield airman at home, direct rescue operations to fellow Americans in distress is a duty that you are proud to carry out, as they rely on your quick thinking and extensive training to return them to their loved ones safely. Or you could be on the front line, using your extensive medical training to triage your neighbors and help transport them across the country to hospitals in our Homeland Response Force.
I fly on a HA-60 Pavewalk helicopter as an engineer. I could end the answer there and it would be pretty cool. Flying is awesome. On top of it, our mission is rescue, which is, in my humble opinion, there is no better mission than putting your life on the line for somebody else.
Our Red Horse and engineering units can use your dedication to do everything from clearing the way for emergency routes, rescuing people in buildings, and rebuilding runways to keep the rescue efforts moving. You could also be a vital link to essential services as you assist in the logistics, coordination, and direct distribution of food, shelter, and basic necessities to emergency workers and victims as a part of our services teams.
And Guard means you will be a member of an elite and historic family, dedicated to not only living and working in your local community, but also defending and protecting it. For only 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year, you will be trained on the latest techniques and technologies to ensure you're ready to respond when needed. Imagine being part of one of our rescue units, rushing to the scene in treacherous conditions, ready to save lives both in the United States and abroad. Or using your highly skilled technical training in one of our network warfare squadrons, providing and protecting our nation's communications infrastructure and learning the skills so highly regarded by companies worldwide. And in some locations, you could actually be on the front line of the secretive world of cyber warfare, employing training and expertise that successfully thwarts cyber attacks from all over the globe, all from right where you live.
Being a part of your local Air National Guard team not only puts you in the middle of the action when your community and nation needs you most, but it also provides benefits to your life and your personal career.
One of my favorite things about being a traditional guardsman is the fact that as a pararescueman, I have so many attributes that make me marketable in the outside world. For example, I'm a paramedic, I'm also a skydiver, I'm a scuba diver, I know weapons, we do rock climbing and mountaineering. And one of the cool things about being a traditional is that there's so many of these non-educational benefits that really make the Guard the very special place that it is.
The professional training you receive becomes college credits that can be transferred to any accredited college or certification program. Credits you can use to complete your bachelor's or graduate degree. Along with having college on your resume, you can show practical experience in a multitude of technical skills. Skills that many companies yearn for, all while demonstrating a background of integrity, discipline, and the ability to work in a team environment. Along with school credits, all Air Guard members are eligible for the GI Bill, which can be used to finish your degree or transfer the benefits to your children. And let's not forget, every month that you participate, you receive a generous paycheck with the potential for bonus money for special skills and foreign language proficiency. As you progress on through the Air National Guard, you'll also earn points towards a military retirement that you can benefit from later in life. You won't have to worry about health insurance either. Low-cost health insurance is available to all Air National Guard members and their families.
The Air National Guard is the best kept secret, I think, in the military. You're going to receive the best training that the military has to offer.
And we welcome you back to Everett Community College and remind you today's game brought to you by the Jet City Roller Girls. Jet City Roller Derby brings the sport of roller derby to Snohomish County. Tickets for Jet City's 11th season are now available with doubleheader bouts at Edmonds Community College, featuring a family-friendly environment and a beer garden. Finding a skater handing out flyers is a great way to receive a discount off entry to the next bout. And we welcome you back as the second half is about to begin here at Everett Community College, a 42-35 lead for the Walla Walla Warriors. Moving on the outside, Taylor Jensen pushing up, go back out to Getzfried, who will not be able to make the two. But the rebound there, nicely done and handled by Ecker. Again, 42-37 the score now as Anderson tries to push his way past Jensen. Will give it off to Radliff. Radliff will take a contested three. Bank is open, baby. And now it looks like a foul before the ball was shot. So still a little unclear on what happened down there. Yeah, this has been a very interesting game. We had the first technical foul of the tournament handed out to Thacker of the Walla Walla Warriors. They'll go over the head of Getzfried to Albright, who will give it right back to Radliff. Radliff will take a long three. This time no good. Porter on the rebound and can't finish it off. And here's Albright back to Radliff. Radliff can't do it either. And the rebound finally won by Jensen. Jensen over to Evers for three. Drained. So Porter with the rock trying to make his way around Van Cleve, and there is a foul on Van Cleve. That is the second personal foul on Van Cleve and the second on Linn-Benton in this half. We're only a minute and 10 seconds into it. So Porter will bring the ball in, finds Radliff. Radliff feigns three, moves in toward the paint, goes back a little bit toward the corner. And he'll find Anderson. And Anderson doesn't get fouled for that. Albright has it stolen away from him. It's an opportunity for Jensen. He has to get the ball before it rolls out to the corner. Here comes Evers. Evers takes a step back, feigns three, gives to Van Cleve. Van Cleve working past Porter, puts it up, and the rebound from Albright, and it's going to be Walla Walla basketball. So Porter will do the honors. 45-40 is where the score stands as of now with 18:15 remaining to play. Tiller with the rock, gives over to Anderson. Anderson to Radliff, and Radliff doing battle with Ecker at the moment. Screen set up by Albright, going in, and a foul keeps Albright from going in, so Albright will go to the line. So Albright to shoot two. Will take the first shot and brick it. Still a two-possession game here early in the second half. 17:59 remaining in this Elite Eight matchup between the Walla Walla Warriors and Linn-Benton Roadrunners. Second, however, is good. So Van Cleve wasting no time pushing up against Porter, able to keep the ball in play. Jensen's going to have to get to it. And taking a couple of steps is Ecker, who gives over to Jensen. Jensen gets freed and one. So at the moment, 46-42, that foul. It's going to be on Jared Anderson, his second. The team's first. And gets freed. The opportunity to make this a three-point play. And does it. So Thacker seeing his first minute since picking up the technical foul in the first half. Again, Thacker tackled Morsa at the baseline of the Roadrunners as Albright's able to fingertip it in. 17-14 remaining as Jensen pushing up for the Roadrunners goes back to Van Cleve. Screen set up there by Getsfried. Shot clock at 15 seconds. Getsfried to the corner. Yes, sir! 48-46 your score, and here comes Radliff pushing up. Radliff looking for an open man. Will go backwards to Porter. Porter over to Thacker. Thacker using the screen of Albright. Mid-range two is good. Oh, a correction. They're giving him three there. And up and one. Fantastic work by Van Cleve to stay with it and get those two initial points. And now the opportunity again to make it a three-point play. Shot from Van Cleve. Good. 51-49. Again, this game started very slowly, has since picked up as Radliff makes his way across half court, doing battle with Ecker. Albright sets up a screen. He goes for the three and bricks it. Gets free, comes away with it. Thacker on the ground. And nearly stolen by Thacker. They'll go backwards to Van Cleve. Shot clock at 16 seconds. Pushing up is Van Cleve, and it can't be finished off. Albright on the rebound, gives off to Thacker. Thacker across half court. Thacker doing battle right now with Van Cleve. Albright tries setting up a screen, and here's a foul. So it will be Walla Walla basketball from the near baseline. So Getzfried will check out. And Radliff with the rock. Over to Thacker. And the ball will go back to the near sideline. .20 seconds remain on the shot clock. That foul and it's going to be Porter. Gives over to Thacker. Thacker trying to move up toward the net. Will go back toward the corner now. They'll give to Albright. Albright up close and personal. Can't finish it off. So Van Cleve takes a step back, gives off to Jensen. Jensen over to Ecker. Ecker taking a look at his options. Elects to go to Jensen, and a foul. That foul is going to be on Radliff. And the Roadrunners will throw in from the baseline. On the outside, Sundquist. And here's Van Cleve. And long three from Evers, no good. Rebound, Porter. Radliff. On out to Thacker. Shot clock at 16 seconds. Radliff pushing up, able to keep it in play. Porter for three. Bricked it. And stolen away by Anderson. Thacker wide open three. No good. Battle going on for the ball, and it is Roadrunner basketball. And a timeout will be taken by the Roadrunners. 51-49 is our score. We'll be right back after this. Back at Everett Community College, 14-13 remaining in this game, a 51-49 contest, and it's been a dandy since about halfway through the first half. It was a very low-scoring affair. In fact, it was 7-5 for approximately 4 minutes of this contest. And we're all set as Jensen will bring the ball in for the Roadrunners from the baseline. Van Cleve moving the ball. Pushing up and in for easy two. So the Roadrunners are able to tie it up at 51. With it, Albright. Albright hands off to Radliff. And a block. So, and one for Ecker. There's a lot of disbelief from the crowd. Well, there are 5 substitutions waiting for the Roadrunners, so an entirely new team about to come out. And now getting some clarification as here comes a brand new set of Roadrunners. 53-51 the score. Radliff, the opportunity to widen the margin ever so slightly. Just awaiting the blessing from the official now as there's still some conversation going on at the table. Again, if you're just tuning in, this has been a truly interesting game from just about all perspectives. It started off very slowly. Since then, it's been an onslaught of scoring. We had the first technical foul of the tournament against Thacker of the Walla Walla team. And now we're stopped again. And so everything being settled on the floor now. So making sure that everything was right with the score, as now the score has been changed 52-51. So up it goes and drains. So now 53-51 after the three-point play. Pushing with the ball now, up and no good, and the rebound won by Linn-Benton. They go back out to Harvey. Harvey gives back to Morsa, and Morsa facing down Thacker, who took him down with a good backfield tackle earlier in the first half. Morsa again with the rock, goes outside to Flora, Flora into Davis. Contested three, no good. Rebound by Engstrom. Radliff. And Engstrom draws the foul. So Engstrom, the opportunity. At the line, that foul is going to be on Harvey, number 22, for the Roadrunners. So we get a look at the crowd here, seeing some fantastic basketball. And up the shot goes, and he'll get the opportunity to complete the 1-and-1. So Kitchen will check back in for Anderson. And here comes the shot. Good. So the margin's been widened a bit, a 4-point lead for the Warriors. Roadrunners trying to make their way back in. More so with the basketball. Trying to work his way around Kitchen, finds Harvey, screen set up nicely, and Harvey pushing up, and foul is drawn. And that foul is going to be on Engstrom. So Harvey will go to the line and shoot. Shot up and no good. So we'll get the opportunity to collect at least one out of this, making it a 3-point game. Davis made his way to the key for the Roadrunners. And shot 2 is good. They give off to Porter. Porter races across half court. Will take a couple steps back into the left. And here's Thacker. Thacker pushing up and no good. A foul on the play. And that foul is going to be on Davis. That's his third personal. Thacker will go to the line. Shot 1 is no good. 55-52 the score at Dandy Bruin. 12 minutes and 11 seconds remaining here in the second half. Shot 2 is good. Morsa up the far side. He'll take a step. Wait for it. They'll give over to Davis. Davis right back to Morsa. And Davis with it again. Tries a mid-range 2, and that's good. 56-54 is our score. Radliff pushing up and can't finish it off, out of bounds, and it's going to be Roadrunner basketball. Again, stick around. We got more men's Elite 8 action at the conclusion of this one. You can catch Spokane and Portland at 6 p.m. And later tonight at 8 p.m., the host school Everett will take on North Idaho. All those games live for you here on STSPN and the NWAC Sports Network. Hope to have you on board. So Warriors basketball from the baseline. Ball comes in to Thacker, who is being well guarded by Harvey. And 5 Roadrunners make their way to the scorer's table. So another new team when the sub time comes around. They go Morsa. Morsa on the near sideline. Over to Davis. Davis trying to drive up. And the pass is a bounce one to Radliff. Radliff up the near sideline. Takes a step back, stolen by Morsa. Morsa on the far sideline now, playing 1-on-2, pushes up and collects a couple. So Thacker saunters his way across half court. A contested 3, bricked it. Now Morsa up the close sideline. Takes a step back, gives off Harvey for 2. He got it, we are tied. So a tie ball game, 58 all. And here's Thacker. Radliff takes a step back and can't hit the 3. Rebound Porter, and there's a foul. And it's going to be Linn-Benton basketball. So an entirely new team comes in for Linn-Benton, 5 substitutions. Again, that's just a strategy Coach Everett loves to use. Keeps everybody relatively fresh and gives everybody a good look. 10 minutes and 16 seconds remaining. 58 all the score. Roadrunners with the basketball. It's going to be Van Cleve making his way towards the opposing basket. Goes with a bounce pass into Ecker, and they go to gets freed and 1. So Linn-Benton reclaims the lead since the first 5 minutes of the first half. With 10 minutes and 5 seconds remaining, that's the 3rd foul on Albright. And 1 is good. Porter with the ball stolen away. Here's an opportunity for Evers, who is fouled. And Porter can't believe it. But Evers will go to the line. And now a timeout taken by the Warriors. So we step away. Momentum has shifted at Everett Community College.
My name is John Archuleta, and I'm a loan service bankruptcy officer with STCU. I help members that are struggling with their financial obligations. A lot of times people feel as if they're not good enough. Their finances are telling them that they should have known better. Our goal really is the financial health and well-being of the member. We are our members. Our members are us. We don't have investors here. We're not protecting the investor's bottom line. No matter what's going on, we're dealing with people's lives. I'm John Archuleta, and STCU is here for good.
Y'all ready to play?
So we welcome you back to Everett, and not a lot going these guys' way as it stands right now. 61-58, they gave up a rather hefty lead they had. But this game is far from over. We still have 9 minutes and 54 seconds left to play. And it's still just a one-possession game. Evers was fouled hard on his way to the basket, so we come out of the timeout with him at the free throw line. Shot is up and good. So one more opportunity here. Shot here would make it a 5-point ball game, and there you go. So Radliff with the rock. Gives it off to Thacker. Thacker, the shot from Tiller, no good. Porter on the rebound. Finds Thacker. Thacker feigns three, being double teamed. They go Tiller again. No good. And a foul. So they go to the opposite side. That foul is going to be on Porter. That is the third personal on Porter. And the Warriors' 8th team foul. So Evers will go back to the line to shoot. He'll get the first one, opportunity to complete the 1-and-1. So big opportunity for some much needed points here, as we still do have 9.5 minutes left to play. And he'll drain that one. Radliff with the ball, nearly has it stolen away by Van Cleve. And Radliff, couple of steps and then a step back, will give over to Thacker. Thacker over to Kitchen. And Radliff with a contested three, and he bricks it. Rebound, Jensen. And that ball taken away by Thacker on an interception. Looking to push himself, no good. Had a teammate wide open in the corner, but elected to try to do it himself. Van Cleve with the ball. Pushing up and going backwards, Jensen. And Porter with the takeaway. Backs up a bit and waits for some teammates. Clock ticks down to 8 minutes and 26 seconds. Albright can't finish it off either. So Walla been a little frustrated with scoring in the latter part of this half. And here goes Radliff. Radliff pushing and one. So opportunity here for a three-point play. That foul on Gets Free, that's his 4th personal, so a Roadrunner in a little bit of foul trouble. And the three-point play is completed. So it'll be Roadrunner basketball from their own baseline. Jensen will do the honors. And Kitchen checks out. And Anderson will check back in. Long contested three from Evers. Beautiful shot. And it's now a 68-61 game. Thacker trying to push up. We'll have to go back to Anderson. Anderson over to Albright, and Albright's going to find Porter. Porter from 12 feet, no good. They go in. Ecker able to collect two more. So Linn-Benton starting to pull away a little bit. And a timeout by Walla Walla. Boy, howdy, what a time it is for it. That's all Linn-Benton in the latter part of this second half. We'll be right back. A 9-point lead for the Roadrunners.
Red Lion Hotels Corporation is built to thrive. With innovative programming and in-the-know staff, our hotel brands offer guests great stays and a chance to immerse in local culture. Red Lion Hotels and Red Lion Inn & Suites are better than ever. For travelers who want to get lost and discover adventure, we open the door to the best local experiences. We have reinvented the loyalty program. Introducing Hello Rewards, the first recognition-based loyalty program that encourages members to go further, fly higher, travel better, with tailor-made rewards. And we're not stopping yet. Presenting Hotel RL, our newest hotel brand. Inspired by the natural beauty of the Pacific Northwest, an uplifting, relaxed atmosphere, a staff that loves what they do. For adventurers at heart, Hotel RL will inspire an amazing journey. Our future has...
So back at Everett, it is a 9-point lead for the Roadrunners, the South number 2 seed, as they're taking on the East number 1. That is Walla Walla. Get a quick look over there at the Walla Walla bench, trying to figure out how to get this ball game back in their control. They led for the mass majority of the game, and now the ball comes in, a bounce pass to Thacker. Thacker over to Radliff. Radliff to Albright. Albright pushing up is not able to complete it, and the rebound is going to be handled nicely by Van Cleve. Van Cleve across half court. Takes a step back, finds Jensen. And now Van Cleve with the ball once more. Ball goes into Jensen. Jensen takes a couple steps back. Ecker. And Ecker has it stolen away by Radliff. And now Thacker with the rock. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 6.5 minutes remaining in the game. Gives up to Radliff for two. No good. Jensen with the rebound. And winner of this game will face Peninsula next weekend in the Final Four. Shot is up and in and out, no good. Great shot from the outside, just not enough to stay in the basket. Thacker will dump it off to Anderson. Anderson over to Albright. Albright, will, in turn, will give it right to Porter. And now Radliff for three. Drains it. 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. 70-64 the score, and look at this. Beautiful work to respond. Here goes Radliff. Not happening. Evers comes away with the rebound. We'll ease up a bit and go across the court to Jensen. Jensen up and no good. Rebound won by Albright. Go backwards to Radliff. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 5 minutes left in the half. Radliff from the corner, it's good. 72-67 as the Warriors are chipping away at the Roadrunner lead. Here goes Van Cleve. And the rebound, it is going to be Walla Walla basketball. So a timeout will be called, so we will step away again. Linn-Benton trying to regain the momentum when we come back. So we welcome you back to Everett Community College. 4:47 remaining here as we get a shot at some of the people, the unsung heroes that make this tournament work. Good work down there with the mop little guy. Making sure that court's all spick and span, nice and spiffy for these players. Does a fine job in doing so. And we're about ready to get things back and rolling as the Linn-Benton team is last to break their huddle after the timeout. Again, Linn-Benton with a 9-point lead coming out of the last timeout where Walla Walla took it. And now instead of leading by 9, they lead by 5. Couple of key threes being drained by Radliff. And here comes Stacker. Just over 4.5 minutes remaining in this contest. He gives to Radliff again for 3. This time no good. Morso with the basketball. Gives off to Evers. Evers off the foot of Thacker. It'll be Roadrunner basketball from just in front of their bench. Again, for those who are just tuning in, the score here does not reflect what the first half was at all. This game should be in the hundreds or 90s by now, but it was a 7-5 score for the vast majority of the first half. Scoring didn't really open up until about 10 minutes in to the game, and there's a hard foul. And that foul's going to be on Albright. It's going to send Gitzfried to the line to shoot 2. And a correction. That foul is going to be on Anderson, not Albright. So 2 shots for Gitzfried, who has 4 fouls himself in this contest. He'll drain the first one easy. Gitzfried all set for the second shot. Up it goes, and in it is. Gitzfried 6 for 6 from the free throw line today now after that little set of 2. And here goes Radliff. They're going to find Thacker. Thacker right over to Porter. Porter to Radliff, shooting 3, bricked it. And bringing it down is Sundquist. Well, that's been the strategy of Walla Walla. Get it to Radliff on the outside. And here comes Gitzfried, not able to handle it, and Radliff with the rebound. Radliff takes a step back, now pushing up. Ball is up and 1. So opportunity here to make it a 74-70 game. As we just await the ball to be given to Radliff. So opportunity here for the extra point, so to speak. Couple new Roadrunners checking in. Jensen, one of them, as well as Ecker. And Radliff's shot is good. 74-70 the score. Morsa with the ball will give off to Jensen. Jensen in turn right back to Morsa, taking a look at some strategic bits was Morsa. Now the shot clock down to 17 seconds. Ecker directing traffic, shot clock at 7. Jensen outside Morsa, shot clock at 3. And here goes Jensen for 2. We are down to the final 3 minutes of this contest, and it's a 76-70 game. Thacker with the rock, trying to work his way around Morsa. Tries to hand off to Porter, nearly has it stolen. Thacker finds Porter, though, on his second attempt. 12 seconds, Porter pushing up and can't finish off his own 2, and Jensen with the rebound. Porter trying to steal it. They'll go over to Morsa. Morsa goes in, and that one's going to go off the foot, and it will be Walla Walla basketball. A little conversation between the two officials there, trying to get the call correct. 2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining as here comes Thacker. Again, Thacker, if you missed it in the first half, committed the tournament's first technical foul with an open field tackle of Morsa, and out the ball goes. It's going to be a Roadrunner ball. Morsa with the ball. 2 minutes remaining. Morsa and Jensen playing a little bit of catch. And they go outside to Evers for 3. No good. Rebound by Porter. And here comes Thacker. Thacker pushing the paint and draws the foul. And that's going to be foul number 5 for Getzfried. So Getzfried has fouled himself out of this contest. And checking back in will be Jacob Sundquist. So Getzfried ends today with 13 points scored. And now Thacker will shoot. Will miss the first one. Thacker is 1 for 3 right now on his free throws. See if he can go 2 for 4 as Morsa will check out. Van Cleve will check back in for the Roadrunners. And Forrest Smith will check back in. He'll replace Jared Anderson. So here comes a second shot from Thacker, and that one's no good as well. Albright, however, comes away with the rebound. And they give it off to Thacker. Thacker looking for an opportunity. Albright trying to get open underneath the net. They give up Porter. Porter over to Smith. Good screen set up by Albright. And they go Porter once again. Mid-range, 2, no good. Rebound, Linn-Benton. And Evers pushing up and will get the opportunity to shoot. That's going to be the 4th personal foul on Thacker. And now Evers will shoot for 2. Shot 1 from Evers, no problem. Bailey Evers, 5 for 5 on his free throws now. Here, this attempt here will make it 6 for 6. Yes, it will. So an 8-point lead. And a minute and 13 seconds remaining. They give off to Porter. Porter to Thacker. Thacker over to Radliff. Radliff will move up and collect 2. So they give Jensen. Jensen right back to Van Cleve. Van Cleve over to Jensen. So a little catch being played. Goes outside to Evers. Evers to Jensen. Good catch there and go right back. And a foul finally committed. This time it's going to be on Porter. Again, a 6-point game. So Jensen will go to the line. He's 1 for 2 from the free throw line today. Shot from Jensen, good. 79-72 your score. A bucket here would make it a 8-point game again. Shot is up and good. So Radliff wasting no time across half court. Shot for 3, no good. Rebound Thacker. Thacker trying to find a way through, shoots for 3 in an awkward shot. And there's a foul. And to the opposite end of the gym we go. So it'll be Van Cleve shooting. And that's the 5th foul on Porter, so we bid him farewell. 80-72 the score, an opportunity to add on. With 24.7 seconds remaining in this contest. Again, at this point, it looks like Linn-Benton will go on to face the Peninsula Pirates in the Final Four in the left side of the bracket. Final Four yet to be decided in the right side as Spokane will take on Portland. And then Everett will take on North Idaho. Both those games will be live here on SPSPN. And Van Cleve, he is all set to shoot. First shot up and good. Shot 2 is good as well. Albright quickly into Thacker. Thacker racing up the court, full head of steam. Give out to Radliff, shooting for 3. No good, bricked. The rebound by Forrest. Forrest with the shot, no good. Albright comes away with the ball. 12 seconds, shot from Thacker. Good, bank is open. So no quit in this Warriors team, but it may be a little too late with 8.6 seconds remaining. They trail by 7. So they go to the line. It'll be Van Cleve to shoot again. Shot 1 is up and good. All in all, a masterful performance from both teams. As shot 2 is good as well. So that's the nail in the coffin right there with 7 seconds remaining. This one is in the books. Thacker tries a last-minute desperation shot, no good. And that is how the game will come to an end. Linn-Benton, trailing almost all game until the final 10 minutes, finds a way to come back and take down the #1 seed from the East. Talk about a great game. As we give you one last look here, teams shaking hands, an 84-75 score, so the first set in the Final Four is determined. The Peninsula Pirates will take on the Linn-Benton Roadrunners on Saturday, March 17th at 2 p.m. Catch that game live here on STSPN and the NWAC Sports Network. And we have more basketball coming your way. Spokane takes on Portland in just a few minutes. We hope to have you on board for that one. But until then, from everybody at the Northwestern Athletic Conference, the entire crew at STSPN, and the illustrious crew we have in the truck, I'm Wes Tucker. and we will see you in a little while.